I got to my second one again, things have changed. So at the same time, in saying that, I think we are starting to see, and I hope the votes obviously that will take place in a number of weeks in the UK will respond to that. There isn't an appetite in the UK for a no deal. There certainly isn't an appetite here. But of course, at the same time, saying we don't want a no deal in the UK, voting to avoid a no deal doesn't actually prevent it. So what do we need to do? We have an agreement that's there. It took 2 years to negotiate. Our objectives, our goals, our strategies have never changed, whether it was 2 weeks ago, 2 years ago, even before this referendum took place. We have tried to make sure that whatever happens with Brexit, the implications that it has, whether it's on our all-island economy, whether it's trade, whether it's people's lives, or whether it's the Good Friday Agreement and the peace process, that it's impacted as little as possible. We believe that the withdrawal agreement that's been negotiated does that. It doesn't just address all of our concerns, but we actually believe it addresses mainly the concerns that the UK have as well, but also the commitments that they have given. So I think, for me, the best way to move forward, to obviously get through the impasse that we have, is by looking at the future relationship, by actually talking about what it is that we all want to talk about, and it's what will this look like after the UK leave. And they will leave. I do believe that they will leave. I know there's a lot of talk about a second referendum, but I think at the moment the ball is very much in the court of the UK. They have signed up to this agreement through the Prime Minister and through the Cabinet. They have asked for alternative arrangements, say that the rest of the House of Commons. And as of yet, we are yet to see alternative arrangements. We are yet to hear any proposals. So if the UK are serious in wanting to avoid a no deal, if they are serious in wanting to extend the Article 50 process, which we're now possibly looking at, then I think they really have to come forward with what it is they're looking for, what it is that they want, because I think that's the most frustrating thing for people. 2.5 years, almost 3 years on, we still do not know what the UK wants. So what we can do is plan, and obviously this event is an opportunity to engage with people, to encourage people who haven't possibly started to plan to look at your business, to start doing so, because with 28 days left, while our focus is still to achieve an orderly Brexit, an orderly withdrawal of the UK, we've seen how things have changed and evolved and developed in a very short space of time. I don't think that we can take anything for granted, so obviously to encourage people to start looking at their business and preparing where they haven't already.
Fiona